What's up, boys? Hope everybody's doing amazing. So in the new beta version of FL Studio, ImageLine just introduced a new plugin. It's called the Frequency Shifter. So let's have a look into it. I'm back from the future in 4K resolution. Just to let you guys know, you need at least the producer edition to have access to this plugin. ImageLine specified that the Fruity edition does not have this plugin included. What a frequency shifter does is it'll shift frequencies. If I have a sine playing at 100 Hertz like this, and I type in 100 Hertz on the frequency shifter, it'll move the sine to 200 Hertz, as you can see right here. It's important to understand that the proportionate change is much higher in the lower end of the spectrum. If I have a sine playing at 4K and I add the same 100 Hertz, the change is minimal compared to the previous example. So now that we know what a frequency shifter does, let's go over the basic controls. The big knob right here controls the frequency shift. If I go on the right side, I am increasing frequencies. On the left side, I am decreasing them. This controls the range of the frequency shift. In this standard mode, I can go up 200 Hertz or down 200 Hertz. If I go on this mode, I can go down 20k Hertz or up 20k Hertz, which is like the whole spectrum basically. And you can also set it to tempo mode, which will multiply your tempo and use that as the frequency shift. It'll kind of snap to the most quantized value. So for example, this value right here or this value right here. This control changes how the algorithm works. We have the standard frequency shifter HQ, which will introduce oversampling to reduce artifacts. And we have the Ring Mod mode, which completely changes how the effect works. And I'm not a synth guru by any means, so I have a description right here. A ring modulator multiplies two signals together to create two brand new frequencies, which are the sum and difference of the input frequencies. Whatever that means, as long as it sounds good. To the bottom of the plugin, we have the sideband control. So what this does is it independently tells the left and the right channel to go up or down in frequencies. In this example, I'm telling the left channel to go down 200 Hertz and the right channel to go up 200 Hertz. You can create some nice stereo effects with this. I also have a sync control, and this moves both knobs at the same time. To the right of this control, we have the start phase, which is only available in tempo mode. What it does is it changes the start point of the sine wave oscillation. So for example, instead of starting at this point, it'll start at this point. There's also the left-right phase control. So what it does is it independently shifts the phase between the left and the right sine wave oscillator. The feedback knob acts just like in a delay plugin. It refeeds the output of the plugin into its input, gets shifted more and more with each feedback loop. This can create some strong resonances, some very cool effects. Lastly, there's a mix knob like any plugin in 2021 should have, and a stereo knob, which you can use to shape the stereo image of your signal. The plugin has no latency, even in oversampling mode, which is great. Like a lot of ImageLine plugins, the CPU load seems very well optimized. It's at 2% right now. All right, so now let's see what we can do with this thing. I have this piano loop going on. Turn on the frequency shifter. Sounds amazing for sure. What I did is I went in tempo mode, brought the frequency all the way down, and to be honest, I have no clue what this is telling me. I think it could be way clearer because I don't understand what they're telling me. I put a little bit of feedback on the mix fully wet. Another example with the same piano, I put it in 200 Hertz mode. So you can get these kind of weird pitchy effects, tape stop, that kind of stuff. Trying out one of the preset called phaser feedback. Alright, let's add a drum loop and add the same effect on it. Let's try out the piano in Ring Mod mode. This is similar to like a tremolo effect. I synced it to tempo. Ring Mod mode also gives you the option to sidechain another track to control the amplitude of your signal. Right now I have the piano sidechained into the drums which have the plugin on them. All in all, a pretty dope plugin, to be honest. Some things I would improve is I would make this meter more understandable. I read the manual and I still have no clue. And I would make the GUI scalable because I'm on a 2K monitor right now. I had to zoom in big time in order for you guys to see anything. Other than that, I can see this plugin being super powerful for sound design. My guys making some weird basses, some weird leads are gonna have a blast with this. Ableton, Logic had this going on for a long time, so it's about time FL Studio got a frequency shifter. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you're liking the content, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon, guys. Take it easy.